Good morning, welcome back. Quick disclaimer, I'm not feeling 100% today, but I did really number one, I really wanted to do the thing that I'm going to do today, and I also really wanted to film a video. So we're keeping it casual, we're trying to make the hair go 3 days. I've thrown on makeup that will hopefully make me look and feel human again, and we're going to do something which actually just always makes me feel fantastic and is genuinely one of my favourite things to do. It's one of my favourite pottering around activities. So today we're just going to potter around. You're kind of just gonna be a fly on the wall as I get this rail ready for spring. What date is this video going live? Okay, March 24th, which means technically it is spring. I've Googled it so many times, guys. It's the 20th of March, I know it off the top of my head. 20th of March, we are officially into spring. I'm currently shooting this on the 12th of March, so who knows, the weather might have brightened up a little bit. It's horrible today. It's so grim. It is cold, it is rainy, and I can guarantee that anything that I move from this rail over to my rail over here, which is my kind of out of season rail, I'm gonna need to use at some point. Like, it is definitely, in the UK anyway, at the time of filming this video, it's still big wool, heavy coat. I need a waterproof kind of weather. I need my knitwear. I want layers. I want to be cozy. However, I feel like spring is going to creep in. This gets me excited. It just like reinvigorates me and my wardrobe and makes me feel really good about everything that I own. And I might just do like a bit of a, I don't think there's anything that I need to get rid of, but I will see. I'll do a little spring clean as we go. So I think what the best thing to do might be to kind of tackle it like bit by bit. So if we do coats, then kind of tops, then miscellaneous, then trousers, and then I'll do all my shoes as well. I feel like actually there's quite a few times I've been picking shoes up from the out of season area and wearing them, like my loafers. Like, I feel like we're slowly transitioning out of boot weather. So it's gonna be nice to kind of have it all in one place, and I can just dip in as we transition, that's completely fine. But it's gonna get me in the mood for spring. So let's do coats. All right, let's push it up. God, there goes about. Quick rehydration break. I hauled my ass all the way to Pilates this morning, despite really not feeling it. And then at one point thought I was gonna pass out. So let's not do that. I've been loving this Arket coat, and it is slightly thinner than other ones I have. So I think I'm gonna keep that one over there, but move my more heavier ones over here. And this Totem one, I just have not worn. I've had this now for about 4 years, and I just did not, oh, has it got a mark on it? That needs to go to the dry cleaners. Let's make a dry cleaning pile. But when it comes back from the dry cleaners, I'm gonna put this in the spring wardrobe, just because I really haven't worn this a ton, and it is quite thin. So I feel like it is more of a autumn spring jacket, but for now, dry cleaners. Ray coat, definitely onto the out of season rack, although like I said, I probably will still be using it. And I really didn't find myself reaching for the Arket one. I think when it's been the weekend and I just want to be more casual, or we're like at some miniature railway thing with the boys, I've just been wearing my big wool coats. I haven't really had too much of a need for this, but it's still nice to have a very practical, sportier coat in the wardrobe, but one that still feels kind of chic. So I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna keep the Totem one over here because it's like a wool coat, but it's short. I've really been enjoying wearing that one recently. I'm gonna put my COS one over here. Oh my gosh, this coat, this has been like the coat of the season for me. I have worn this all winter long. So really it's just the time to bring in all of the, oh gosh, it's really heavy, all the spring jackets. Let me talk you through them. Okay, Totem secondhand blazer, and I've also got a black version as well. I saw this gorgeous blazer, I spoke about it on my Substack. It was from a brand called Rohe, R-O-H-E, I think that's how you say it. In this gorgeous olive green. Oh my gosh, just stunning, like the most gorgeous green color. But then I realized I don't really even wear the blazers that I have all that often. So I didn't buy it. But it's still nice to have a cream option and a black option. I was just making sure this is clean. I think I've had it dry clean, so that is all good. Oh, I love this. It's like one of my favorite spring jackets. My Max Mara vintage jacket. And this one from Jaeger, the suede jacket, absolutely love. And then I've got Totem in black and the beige trench. This secondhand Acne Studios grey blazer, which I quite like because you can wear it wrapped. It has a belt that you can kind of cinch it in with, and I really, really like that. Then what haven't I shown you? Oh, the whistles. The whistles leather coat jacket thing. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty complete. At the time of filming this video, I know that I'm doing a job with Suzanne, and I've ordered this gorgeous buttercream yellow suede jacket, and fingers crossed that fits. If that fits, I think that'll be added in. But aside from that, I feel like we're good in the coat department. Maybe at some point something greeny could be added. I've done my colour analysis. I'll link that in the corner if you missed that video. I'm feeling green. I'm desperate for like green and khaki in my wardrobe. I'm feeling it, but for now, I feel like we're good on the coat front. Okay, jumpers. I might have a little look over here and see what needs to be added top-wise. I feel like I haven't worn this dish top as much as I thought I would. You know what though, that feels quite springy. No, that's going back in. I think I might actually keep all my, like this is my little crew neck jumper section. I might actually keep all of them here because, I mean, that's literally what I'm wearing. That's what I'm wearing today. And I might just add what I've got in because I'm liking all these shirts. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna add these springier bits in. So I've got like a Arket linen shirt, and again in the beige, and then I've got an Arket silk shirt, and then here, oh my gosh, this I just love. I'm so excited to wear this again. This is from Reformation, the cashmere t-shirt. I love this. And I've just got all my knitted vests, Arket, secondhand Jaeger, Mango, and the Sur one, S-O-E-U-R. I never know how to pronounce that one properly. I think these are just gonna go in. I'm worried it's gonna make it look a bit cluttered. Maybe I'll like see what it looks like when I've added it all in. Okay, the silk shirt has a few marks on it, so I'm gonna add that to the wash. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do long sleeve jumpers and then shirts and then little kind of tank tops. I'm gonna keep my 2 pairs of dungarees in there and then my 2 jumpsuits. I just really haven't worn these a lot recently, but they're so cool. But it's one of those things, it's like if they're not on this rail, I know that if I move them over there, I'm not gonna wear them anymore. So I think they're probably best off on this rail so I remember about them. Speaking of which though, I have not really worn my dish dress. I'm just like not in a dress mood at the moment, not in a dress mood. What do I do with these? I feel like I should probably leave them on this rail as well. This rail's looking chunky. That's okay. It's good to have options, just not too many. Oh, I was gonna talk about this shirt. I just don't know what to do about this shirt. I spoke about this in a recent Substack. I love the colour, like love the rich brown, love that for me. I love the fact that it's cord, I love that it's textured. However, it just feels so oversized. It's from a Goldie. Let me put it on over this. And whenever I put it on, it feels a bit, I don't know, I can't explain it, like a bit boyfriendy, but like, feels a bit oversized in a way that I don't like love. A bit like shapeless. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I feel like it is one of those things, if you're not 100% on it, then like that is your answer right there. I don't put it on and go like, oh my gosh, I love it. I feel like I'd just love it if it was a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller, it's a little bit long. And I don't think my sewing skills are there just yet. Or I would like it if it was thicker in fabric, like more of a jacket. I don't know. I think I might put this on my to sell pile and then just see how I feel about it, you know? Right, trousers. I might kind of see what I've got possibly coming in so I can see what I can move over. I don't think I need to move any shorts over just yet, but my dish skirt I've just seen has a little bit of a stain on it. So I'm gonna pop that in the wash as well. Sometimes it's good just to have a good audit of everything, you know? Oh, I think I'm gonna put these in the to sell pile actually. These are from St. Agni and I wore them in a recent work outfits video. I'll link it up in the corner for you. And you know, these just looked, I put these on, these are one of those things, they didn't look as bad in real life as they did on camera, but when I watched it back, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what it was about these. The volume, the length, I do think they're a little bit too short actually. I do think they'd be nicer on me if they were longer. But yeah, it was one of those things, I don't believe in like getting rid of something just because it looks bad on video, because ultimately I spend 0.2% of my life on video, but I didn't like love them in real life either. So I think these are going on the to sell pile. Okay, I think I've got 3 pairs to add in and I feel like they'll come as no surprise if you're a regular around these parts. Dish linen trousers in the black and then the dish linen trousers in the beige. And last summer I got them shortened, so they're like the perfect length on me now. That's really good because they were just completely dragging on the floor. And then these guys, these from Arket. Arket actually do have a silk trouser in at the moment that's basically exactly the same as these. Not this colour, but they've got a gorgeous, rich chocolate brown. Like, so gorgeous. A really nice alternative to black. So I think I'm gonna add these 3 in. I might move off my leather trousers and also my longer black jeans. I find that I don't wear these super regularly, but obviously we're gonna get rid of them. For my longer pair, my longer vintage twin pair, I don't wear these a ton because these kind of require a heel, which quite honestly I don't wear all that often, but these are my like fancy jeans. They don't look fancy, but they look fancy on. I've got a jean collection video that I think you guys might be seeing on Wednesday, and these are one of my favourite pairs. Oh, the Goldies, 100% keeping there. Cezanne keeping there. Cords, absolutely. Those, absolutely. I'm not sure these are the most, like, these to me are a bit more of a winter trouser rather than a spring trouser. I might put them over there. I mean, I know they're there. Do you know what I mean? I'm never gonna forget that I have these, like, bam. But I just need to make a little bit of space, just a little bit of space. And so I can pop these guys in. Okay, I'm gonna see how that looks all together and like make it look fancy, and I might take a few bits out if it feels a bit overwhelming. Okay. There's too much, there's too much. I can already like tell, like looking at the rail and I'm like, oh, too much. So even though I love everything that is on this rail, I'm not gonna get rid of anything on here. It's just a moving over. I think I need less of a selection to pick from. I feel like if I was looking at this every day, I'd just find it a bit overwhelming. I think trouser wise, I'm happy with that. But I think everywhere else, there could be a bit of an edit. There you go, hey, happening here. So I'm gonna try and do that. Just like sing to myself for a minute, and I'll get back to you with what I've decided to move over. Okay, I think I'm moving over number 1, these 2 blazers. Not because I dislike them, just because on an actual daily basis, I am not particularly wearing these blazers all that often. They're more of a like London day thing for me, meetings, events, rather than a, you know, picking Ralph up from childcare situation, or like working around the house. So I know they're there, I know I've got 2 blazers, but they're gonna be moved over. And the same goes for the Acne Studios one. Like, this is a fancier piece for me. I'm gonna pop it over here. Okay, coats feel a little bit more manageable, if look extremely boring. But it's because it's missing the camel colored totem coat that I need to take to the dry cleaners. I think I'm gonna move over the 2 dresses. I know I did my little spiel about they're not going to get worn more if they're over here, but occasionally I do stand there and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a black skirt with this, so I'll wear the dish black dress underneath. Like, I know I'm aware of what's up here. I've got my index, like I know what I own, so I think for that reason they're going to pop over here. Just a quick little holiday, you know. I just don't know if there's anything from here that I can move over. I'm like, love, love, love. Maybe I can move over this. I think I might move over the Goldie rib top, simply because I've got this one, which is quite similar. It's gonna heat up, the weather's getting a bit hotter, and I sweat. So this isn't something I'm gonna be wearing in like the height of spring, summer, so I'm gonna move this one. But I think the rest of these jumpers and like cardies, I feel quite strongly about, so they're going back in. I'm gonna try and leave my 2 jumpsuits in here just because I feel like spring is the perfect time for a jumpsuit. Like these, with just like a flip flop on and like a big straw bag or something would look really cool. What about my dungarees? Dungarees for me feel like something that I would wear with a jumper underneath. Like, I'm not sure I love the look as much with a t-shirt underneath. So for that reason, I feel like I'm on Dragon's Den or something. So for that reason, you're out. Okay, this is looking so much better. So then I've just got, let's do that up. It just looks nicer then. So now I've just got my knitted kind of vest top section, my shirt section, that's really hard to say. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, that looks so much better. I'm not sure if that looks any different on camera to you, but to me, that's like the perfect amount of things on a rail. I'm just gonna quick count, 35 pieces. I reckon I probably took away at least a good 10. So that was almost 50 pieces on a rail. Like, that to me was just too much, too many things to look at. 35 pieces on a rail, mix of tops, bottoms, one pieces, coats, like that feels about right. Let me just tidy up this rail over here because this one's looking a little bit messy now. I feel like I don't really ever show you this angle, and that's because when we moved in, this room had some wardrobes in, and when we like looked at the back of the wardrobe, there was so much damp at the back of the wardrobe, so we ripped out the wardrobes, but it means we just have like kind of, it's not a good look in this room. This room is nowhere near finished. But a little look at the current out of season rail. Yeah, I feel like sometimes it's good just to visually merchandise things and make things look pretty and like not messy. It just helps the old head. But also this is a rail that I do interact with like on a daily basis because Here are my 2 hoodies that I have. I have like 2 Glossier hoodies that I wear all the time, just at home. And then also my Arket tracksuits that I like basically wear to bed and wear for like lounging. So I'm always like here pottering around. I like know what's here. I sometimes like grab bits and bobs off of here, but yeah, I'm looking at that rail and I'm like, oh, that rail feels like very spring right now. And this rail is like a mishmash of summer, winter, and that's it really. Like, I don't think we need the denim shorts out just yet, but they're here for when I need them. Ooh, this is a part that you don't really see either. This is just the bag corner, bag and knitwear. Again, please ignore the lack of plaster on the walls. I just like to color coordinate these a little bit. Every time I think of getting rid of one of these jumpers, I just can't. Like, this is my chunky jumper selection and I'm like, I just can't get rid of any of these, which is okay. We don't need to get rid of everything. I mean, these ones here, these 3 are my chunky jumpers. And then these 4 are just like a slightly heavier knit. But yeah, every time I try to think that I can condense them down any further, I can't, and that's cool. Also bag-wise, I did a bag collection video, I'll link that in the corner for you. And I remembered that I had this bag in here, which I'm not gonna lie, I had kind of forgotten about. So I'm gonna just pop this here, just so it's there and I'm like aware of it and I'm looking at it. But again, bag-wise, I'm just like, I love all the bags. Like, they all have their own little special place in my heart. They all do something slightly different. Yeah, I don't think there are any bags that I want to sell or part with. That's cool. Okay, that just leaves shoes. Okay, I'm gonna be really optimistic here, but I just don't think our days of wearing gorgeous loafers and, oh, I love like I love suede shoes. I love suede shoes, as you will know. But I just don't think our days of wearing these are that far away. I really don't. So I'm gonna try and be optimistic and swap in some suede shoes, including these bad boys, the M. Parsons Barry sandals. Oh gosh, I love those sandals. Yeah, it's time to move the knee-high boots, I think, over here. Oh, I bought these. I mean, they're Ralph's favourite thing to play with. He thinks these are the coolest things to take in and out. I mean, someone is making a lot of money off of just selling basically a piece, a sheet of plastic. But it's kind of nice because you can just mould it to the shape of your boot and it just keeps them nice and upright, keeps them nice and in shape. So yeah, I felt like a proper adult. It's like one of those things that you buy and you're like, wow, look at me being so adult. I think it's time for me to go lay down. I'm probably gonna wear these, my toe 10 boots, but I think maybe all my other boots could move over. So that's my ATP Atelier boots, the Ganni Cali boots, these bad boys that I found on Vinted, old Topshop. You know what, I have barely worn my trainers. I think it is because they're lace up. I just want everything to be so easy when I walk out the door. Even wearing these, I'm like, oh my goodness, putting up the, I need some slip-ons. I really thought I'd buy some slip-on, like Dear Francis boots this year. And I did actually buy some and try them on. And I was like, oh no, they're just not me. The toe was like too rounded and I just really wasn't feeling them. I think I'm going to try and move maybe all of those shoes that I just showed you over there and just do like a full move in. I've actually been wearing these a ton. I know like it's raining. I guess I need like it's raining pair of shoes. But yeah, they're over there. They're only over there. Make them sound like they're moving to the other side of the world. Yeah, obviously if it's raining, I wouldn't really wear any of these shoes. But I think I'm just going to do a little, yeah, like a little lineup of my loafers, my ballet flats, M. Parsons on the end. There you go. That feels like a very spring shoe lineup. Boots over there for now. Oh my gosh, it's probably like one of the things I'm most excited to wear. Ta-da, all done, spring wardrobe, ready to go. I knew this would make me feel better. It's also made me feel like I need to lie down, but it's done. And to me, it's so nice just to like go through, visually make everything look beautiful. It's really, really helpful. I feel like right now there's so much newness kind of around us as we head into spring. It's actually really lovely to do something like this, but just to reconnect with your wardrobe, make it look beautiful for you, make you realize like things that you've already got, things that you're excited to wear. Like it's made me really excited to get dressed tomorrow. even though it might be like completely coming down with like sheets of rain, and I'm like, wow, let me wear my knitted tank. But the knitted tank days are around the corner. And yeah, it was good just to go through, put a couple of things in the wash, do a bit of a dry cleaning pile. I have like 2 things I want to sell, which actually for me just shows me how tight everything is at the moment. Like I feel very good about what I have on my rails. I love everything. So thank you for potting around with me, keeping me company. Maybe this inspires you to do the same. I might do like a little Substack, maybe this week or next. Or maybe I've done one already by the time you see this video, just with some other tips and tricks that have come to my mind. I offer personal styling now on Index. I have a couple of slots available for next month. So follow the link in the description box if you're interested in that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.